Many of us are familiar with the story that Jesus tells about the prodigal son. The father who had two sons, and the younger son decided he wanted to get his inheritance now. And so the father gave him his inheritance, and the young man financed his way with the father's gift to the pig pen. There's an interesting principle here that you can even take God's gifts and finance your way away from God if you don't use those gifts for Him. But that's another story. This young man found himself in the city, and he spent all of his money on riotous living. As long as he had money, he had friends. When the money was out, no friends, no job. He finally took a job tending pigs, an unclean animal to the Jewish people. And finally he realized he was willing to eat the pig slop, and then thought, my father's servants fare much better than this. I'm going to go back. Hopefully he'll receive me as a servant. I'm not going to go back as a son. I just want to go back as one of his servants, for I'll be better off then. The young man started toward home, and as he came into the horizon, the father saw him coming. And the father ran to him. The father ran to him and embraced him and welcomed him as a son. And he placed upon him a new robe and put sandals on his feet and called for a great celebration, for his son who was dead is now alive. There was great rejoicing in the heart of this son who returned, and also in the heart of the father, and I'm sure the servants. But the elder son was not happy. He had stayed around all of this time, done everything his father said, and yet he never had this kind of celebration. When he complained to his father said, son, you already own everything that I have. You're going to get everything that I have when I'm gone. I'm rejoicing because this son that was dead is now returned. The difference between these two boys. First of all, the young son decided he would seek what was in the father's hands. He took that and he squandered it. When he returned, he was not seeking what was in the father's hands, but seeking rather what was in the father's heart. The elder son always had his eye upon what was in the father's hand. Let me say this to you today. If you seek the father's heart, you will get what is in his hands. Seek the father's heart, not the gifts that are in his hand, but seek his heart. Jesus said it this way: seek first the kingdom of God, and all of these things will be given to you. God bless you today.